Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? Welcome to Cat's Cottage. I'm up and early. I got to go to a doctor at 12:30. It's just a physical, and I'll make sure I keep my mouth shut when I go. They send you to places it's unnecessary. Places they have no answer to. Let me see. Let's see. I was walking in the living room and I collapsed. My my legs collapsed. Not me, but my legs. And so they sent me to a spine specialist, a doctor. Sent me to come to the doctor, and then he sent me to a spine surgeon, and he looked at me, did the scan, and he told me I had two bulging discs. Well, his advice was not to do anything, just suffer with the pain that you have. So that was for nothing. I was already suffering from the pain, and I knew it was my spine. So that was nothing. And then one day I got kind of dizzy and fell in the um, hallway, and I was grabbing for the knob to pull myself up, and I couldn't grab the knob. My hand was going all over the place. And finally, I went to the doctor, and they sent me over and had my brain scanned, another scan. That's two appointments for that. And they said they have no answer for that they've never had an answer for that. And so I thought, okay, no answer. That was a big waste. Um, so I'm gonna keep my mouth shut when I go to the doctor. Anything. I'm fine. I've gained weight and I'm uncomfortable with it, and that's all. And if you tell them that, then you're like, well, are you exercising? You need to walk and maybe join a gym or something like that. And that old crap. So today I'm going to be abused because I put weight back on that I'd gotten off. I got it back. And if I tell them anything, or just walking in and weighing me, the abuse will start. you know. Um, but everything fine. Everything fine. Uh, I haven't been taking my medications, and I'm gonna say, you know, yeah, this is all what I take, and I'm gonna say a word. I've done that once before, and they said, well, keep doing what you're doing. You're just doing fine. Keep taking your medications, and try to eat a little less so you'll drop your weight. Um, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna tell. Not gonna. I'm gonna. I'm the kind that goes to the doctor when I get sick. Now I'm going to the doctor for nothing. Preventive, but it never helps me. Since they've started this preventive stuff, it's never helped me. You know, each time I've gone, I collect more and more medications. Oh, you look, have you had a stroke? Uh, well, no. Well, your eyes is dragging here. I thought maybe you had a stroke. And I'm like, no, I had cancer right here. I had that removed, and that idiot rubbed my eye down. Uh, no, I haven't had a stroke. And well, I'm gonna give you this medication here. I want you to take this. You're about right to have a stroke. You know. So, but anyway, yeah, everything's fine. I'm taking medicine. Yeah, 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 everything's good. I've just been eating too many donuts. Yeah, I've been eating too many donuts lately, and too many sweets. That's why I put this weight back on. I'm gonna lie, and then I want to just get out of there. Hey, you got the blood test. Tell me what you got from there. If you find high sugar amount, yeah, I've been eating too many sweets. Um, just look in my blood, in my urine, and tell me what's going on. I don't drink enough water. Yeah, and I eat too much sugar. So there you are there. Um, and I'm about to go half blind, but I ain't gonna tell them that either. I just got new glasses, but it doesn't matter. And I might have mentioned to y'all that this glass company, Eyes for You, called and said it's time for you to come in for a physical. I mean, for eye exam. I'm like, what? Eye exams on scheduled? No, I don't have that insurance. No, 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 no. I'm not doing that. They will consume you, and all they're doing is making money. I'm telling you. I'm the kind, just leave me alone, will you? Will you just leave me alone? I don't want to find out anything. Just let me go like I'm supposed to go, you know? I don't want to go in a hospital and dwindle away in there. That's for one thing. And listen, I'm not that old. I just look old. My daddy had gray hair when I was a little big girl. And he was too young to have all that gray hair. I got his hair. I got gray hair by the time I was in my 40s. This is what I had, and I had to color my hair. So I would, I looked old right away. I'd go into these races. I told you when I was running, and I had my gray hair, and they thought, oh, I could hear them. They say, oh no, she ain't in that age group. You ain't got nothing to worry about. You know, okay, she's probably in her late 30s to 40s. I'm gonna kick her butt. You know, um, I've had this gray hair since I was young. I had gray hair in the third grade. I remember teacher calling me and says, come here, Kathleen, I want to look at you a minute. And I go up there, and all the kids listening in the classroom. She said, you got some gray hair. Look here, and look here. You got gray hair. And I'm like, oh my gosh, lady, do you know what you're doing to me? Um, and all the kids laughing, and they teasing me, you know. Um, yeah, I had gray hair early on. And, but anyway, it is what it is, and I'm not the only one that's happened to. You know, my sister that's gone, Linda, she used to call me her silver haired sister. She didn't she didn't have all this. She still had a lot of her dark hair when she passed. So did my mother. My mother had it right here, and that's it. And all this was black. She had a little bit at the crown up here, and here I look like my daddy. You know. Um, but that's just the way it is. That's what some of us get. Wasn't that I was stressed or anything. It was just what some of us get. Inherit something from somebody up the line that, had this. So, but anyway, um, yesterday I got busy and I didn't video that. I planted my seeds around the edges of my beds, uh, and put my wires, tried to frame it up, tried to get some covering, and here comes the codling moth, the white codling moth. So I tried to put up that. I said, "You coming from out of Matus, aren't you?" I tried to put up. I used an old tablecloth, put a light one for the top. And then, you know, on tablecloths, they got this backing. Let me see if I can see it here. Yeah, it's kind of that fuzzy backing. Do you know you can peel that off? Yeah. I peeled that right off that old tablecloth and wrapped it around my wire cages. So hopefully I've stopped them. But once that butterfly lights, it lays eggs, tons of eggs. All it has to do is split her and light, and it lays those eggs. So now I've got to check those tomatoes. I might even see if I got any 7 left. Put on the tomatoes since there's no tomatoes on it, and see if I can stop that before it gets to going. But anyway, everything's looking good, and I took all the seeds that I had. Don't have any place to plant them, so I just planted them all the way around each one of those boxes' edge, and I figured it could grow over. You know, it'd be um, watermelon. I think I got the watermelon, and then I got the sweet peas that are coming over the other. And the only thing I hadn't planted is the cucumber. And I'm going to look for a cucumber plant if I can find at another store. I don't have any seeds of that, or I'll look for the seeds. I'll go get the seeds. But anyway, that's what I was up to yesterday, and I sewed a little on my quilt, you know, repairing it some more. But today, around 12:30, I'm going to go see the doctor and do that ritual. But anyway, I want to wish y'all a good day, and I may come back on here and say a little something. But y'all take care and have a wonderful day.